Okay, let's put together 8 Hanukkah bags so that we have one little gift bag for each night. I'm using these 5x7 muslin gift bags. There's a link underneath. I buy them 20 at a time from Amazon and find all kinds of projects to do with them. So I have 8 of those. I have pre-cut the designs for each of the 8 nights from my Hanukkah gift numbers bundle that you can find on Design Bundles or my Etsy shop. Pressing mat, Teflon sheet, Cricut press. You could use a mini, but it's going to take a couple presses for each one. And since we're going to do 8 bags, it's just faster to use a bigger one. If I was doing one, I would probably use this mini. All right, I have cut everything out of MerryMade vinyl. And one thing that I love is when you buy their vinyl, this is glitter vinyl, it comes with a chart of exactly what temperatures to do. So I'm going to turn my press on and set it, I'm going to set it to 280. It says 270 to 290, so we're going to go in the middle. And then it's a warm peel. Now all but the 2 and the 5 have 2 different layers. You can cut them all as one if you want it the same color, but I decided I wanted silver numbers and blue symbols, so they're each 2. Now, the MerryMade vinyl is a 10 by 12 sheet of vinyl and not 12 by 12. So I just adjusted the size before I ungrouped everything. I adjusted the size so that I could fit all 8 designs onto one sheet of vinyl. And then I just used a little piece of silver to do the numbers. So depending on your machine settings, what it'll allow you to do, you can shrink these a little bit so that you can get them all out of one piece of vinyl, whatever size that is and whatever size bag you want. So the first thing I'm going to do is, and this doesn't have to be totally warmed up to do this, is I'm just going to press my bags so that there's no wrinkles on them. And then this will also heat out any extra moisture that is in the bag, so that the vinyl is going to stick nicely. So I'm just going to do that for all 8 bags. All right, so those are all ironed and we're getting close to our target temperature. So let's get this set up for the first one. So there are 4 menorahs. You just want to make sure you get the right number with the right one, and you can tell by the number of flames on there and also kind of by the cutout, but easier to tell by the number of flames. So I'm going to put this down. All right, so I'm just going to center that on the bag. And then we're going to press. Clicking that button does your countdown, so it'll do the time for you. And I didn't use the Teflon sheet this time because it's just, you can press right on that plastic coating as long as you're pressing onto a material that isn't going to melt. Like if you're pressing onto something that had a lot of like polyester in it or something, I would add this Teflon sheet, and we will be adding it when we add the number. But if I'm just doing one thing onto basically cotton, I don't worry about it. And then I usually just do that really slowly, just in case. Look how pretty. I just love how rich and pretty that glitter is. And now I'm just going to place the one right in the little spot I designed for it. And then you don't ever want to put heat directly onto any kind of vinyl, glitter or otherwise. So you definitely, when you're doing a second layer, need to put a Teflon sheet over top of that. And then we're just going to press that again. I did a little less time because I didn't want to overpress this. So look, one's done. So easy. Now I'm just going to whip out the next 7 and we'll have a whole set. Now the dreidels are really simple. They're because the number just shows through. Now you'll also notice when I put this down, I don't put the press over where the string is because I want it to be as flat as possible on the fabric. So I keep that part above the press. Now for the Star of David designs, and there are 2 of them, I trimmed the 3, so I'm going to layer this because it isn't in a super specific spot like the numbers in the menorahs. I just need to center it. So I'm just going to put that right there, and we're going to press this at once. So both pieces will get pressed at the same time. And because everything is protected by this plastic, I don't need the Teflon sheet. Although you do need to remember, if you layer like that, that you need to take both pieces of plastic off. Now, when you're layering, you need to make sure that the plastic from your second layer never goes over top of the vinyl from the first layer, or else that vinyl is not going to be pressed to your material. That is how easy that is to do. These are really, really easy to weed, and I love this beautiful blue glitter from MerryMade.